Idarcom. Let's start off with the Sicilian. I'll play the classical to begin with. Haven't done that in a while. I was trying different lines for a while. Now that's a very non-committal move. It stops me from pinning his knight, I guess. The bishop doesn't usually go there, though. Guess I can go for a dragon setup. Then we will blunt his bishop here and develop the knight to e7 here. This knight could come in here or here. Not a problem. So this is a closed Sicilian. Let's see if he wants to trade his bishop for my knight. No, he doesn't. Okay, let's castle. Can always move my king up here to defend this pawn if his queen tries to attack it in combination with the bishop, but I don't have to do that right away. Let's threaten his bishop. Okay, yeah, that's not going to do much, is it? Okay, I can threaten his bishop again, but again, he's attacking my pawn, so I've got to defend there first. Then we can go here. The knight is a bit loose there, but after an exchange, pawns, my rook will be supporting it. Let's see if he wants to take that pawn or not. He does. Okay, so now this is defended by queen and rook. Attacked potentially by bishop and rook, but those are both discovered attacks. So couple bits away from being serious. Why don't we kick the knight away from that square? There was potentially a threat developing on h6 there if I let the knight stay there, so chase it back and blunt the f-pawn. Okay, let's kick this knight then. And I was thinking I could just push this pawn forward here, but I do have to worry about defending the keeping this e-pawn defended. The bishop, I couldn't move the bishop here where I wanted to. I guess lift the queen up first is the thing to do. Let's go ahead and take. Lift the queen up. So he wants to trade off this bishop. That's okay with me. Right, it's one less defender, but also one less attacker. Going to bring the knight up next. Put my bishop here, push this pawn forward perhaps. Okay, let's do the knight first then, because he wants to take here. He wants to trade rooks. So he left this pawn undefended. Let's go ahead and grab it. Gives a space for my knight here. If he takes, I'll take back with the queen. It's on a good diagonal looking at his king there. And welcome to the stream, everybody. This is my first game, so you're in on the beginning here. He's been moving pretty quickly, but seems to be thinking now. I wonder if there's something I can do with pawn pushes here. Don't see it. So he just wants to trade off this knight. It's okay. Okay, now let's kick that bishop and defend this pawn. His queen is loose here, but mine is loose too. So I can't take this pawn, which I kind of want to. Here, let's kick his bishop again. Didn't really have to move, but no harm. Then, yeah, let's just gang up on this pawn over here. As long as his queen's not hitting anything serious. There's the B pawn and the D pawn. I can go after either of these. The weakness in my camp is the second row, if he can penetrate it. The seventh row, I guess. Yeah, he's going to try and trick me somehow. Maybe I should have moved the rook here, but I'm starting to move a little more quickly. Okay, I can jump in here. Because I don't want to run low on time. He's very good at moving fast, it appears. So queen here, rook here. Attacking the pawn, defending this pawn. Bring the rook over to come in this way too. Yeah. Guess I'm attacking multiple pawns already. Yeah. Always good when I can get my opponent to slow down and think about their moves. Sign him on the right track. Okay, he's going to try and break through over here. Let's start by pinning his knight. He unpins. Now there's a check here. And a check here. Didn't see any immediate way to take advantage of that. So I push, he takes, I could take with the knight. It defends my rook. Keep the center locked up. I guess he can get his knight to this square, huh? Just going somewhere where he can't check me. I'll just start pushing this pawn forward, I guess. Could push it already. Knight takes and queen takes here, check. Picks up the knight. Although I do have to be careful if he has a perpetual check here, huh? Check here, check here, check, and then the knight comes back. Well, the time is going to be handy here. Yeah, he's looking for ways to penetrate my position here. Just keep this covered. Oh, that's annoying. He's gonna take my knight. So annoying. I guess he didn't lose the knight right away, but that was not so simple. Okay, so I go here. Let's just see if we can simplify this way. Okay, this is all right then. Can't actually take this pawn because of this one, queens, and I can't stop it. My knight is somewhat limited in where it can move to. And he ran out of time. Yeah, I'm putting pressure on this pawn, so he doesn't want to move the knight. Eventually, my plan is to bring my knight around to here and then to here. Then I can stop this pawn and take this one. Let's quick look at this in the analysis board. Let's take a look and see what the computer thinks. The computer thinks this is even. Let's back up to where I was winning and see my mistake. Yeah, I'm winning here. The knight should go here. What did I play? I went there. Because I round up the pawns. So that wins. Let's see. And then before the queen trade, right here. So it's my move. I need to play queen f7. Just defend. Don't need to push the pawns. I was relying on this clever trick, but the clever trick was not Not all that clever. I push the pawn. If he takes, that I have the check. And this is still a little bit risky because if I take the knight right away, he can do this again. Yeah, I just need to come over and defend. And I would have it. But anyway, I went on time, so not too bad. Let's see if we can get another game here. And I was in good position most of that game. C4. So he plays D6 against everything. Okay. Yeah, he's got a King's Indian setup. So I like the Botvinnik system against the King's Indian. This works fine. And it's easy to play. Start by taking away the square for the knight and then bring the bishop out, lift the queen up, trade off the dark squared bishop. All routine. You can go here or here. It's all right. Okay, so he retreated, but then he gave me these squares around his king. So I think this is okay for me. He comes in here, I will just take it. Step up here with the king and then play f5. f4, f5. Since he let the bishop have this square, he can't put a rook here to protect the f7 square, so I get the f file here. And now my opponent is pausing to think. Yeah, so he decides to bust through in the center. Not a bad idea. Let's take here first, though. So my knight can hop in. And we'll take here. He can have this back. And I take with a pawn to force this knight away. Where is that knight going? Could go here. No, it could go here. Or back. And then I could push this pawn forward and keep my big center. That would be cool. Yeah, he's starting to realize his trouble. If the knight moves, I also have queen here, piling up on this square. They can defend with the rook. Then I can play here, huh? Let's try this. So yeah, queen here threatens immediately. He defends, then I can actually push this pawn forward here. No, queen there he takes with the knight. Okay, so we start by defending this pawn. And then queen here is the threat, because this pawn push will push the whatever piece is here, push it away. Yeah, it looks like big trouble to me. He was playing a little too quickly in the opening. You know, you have these rote moves that you know, but after a while you have to start looking for trouble. Okay, let's go here first. This is nice and forcing. He has ways to defend now, so not an immediate breakthrough, but so he's got to be pretty strong. Bishop and knight are both protecting this pawn. This pawn is protected by this pawn. So let's see. So I can push this forward and maybe push this forward. Maybe take here. Yeah, so the queen comes up to defend. He's also hitting here. Can't forget about that. If I play this pawn forward and he takes with a pawn, I can take the knight. And when the queen moves, I can just take the pawn with check, and that's actually bait. So he had to take with the knight. And there's still a mate here, right? Pawn takes pawn, queen near check, rook takes mate. That's a nice game. The power of the Botvinnik system here. So he takes with the rook. Why didn't I see that? Anyway, these are defended. Just need to bring another piece up here. Let's see, if I push here, knight takes. See if I put the bishop here. This allows me to develop my bishop here, to hit here. Although, when I move the bishop, I do have to worry about the counterattack here, huh? Yeah, so anyway, he attacks my queen. I have to get out of the way. Getting the knight to this square is a good idea anyway, right? Let's go ahead and keep moving fairly quickly here. The other knight now can come here and then maybe come into this square. Maybe not. Okay. So I came in with this knight. And he drops back. Okay, how do I get more pressure on this pawn? Okay, step forward with his bishop. Okay, let's bring a rook out. Hitting the knight and hitting the rook. Hitting his bishop. Okay. Yeah, he's good at keeping the moves coming. Let's see, I'm a rook up here, right? So I think we're about to break through here. He's got a real never say die attitude here. Okay. And he times out. I think he has no moves, right? This rook covers these squares. This rook covers these squares, the knight covers here, and the pawn covers here. So his only move would have been to play the bishop up, and then I take it. So mate in two. Mate in one. Yeah. Bishop here and brick takes his mate. Okay, yeah, let's get another game. Time for another game. Okay, he's playing a reverse Dutch, I guess. F4. Is he going to Now let's kick the bishop and see if it really wants to take the knight or not. It does. Okay, fine. Gotta defend that pawn. I think I'm going to kick the knight away. Yeah, it's pretty clever. He's taking there while while I have to take back with the e pawn. I would have preferred to take with the c pawn to undouble those, but can't have everything. Okay, so I need to defend this pawn, it looks like. Yeah, I don't want the queen leaving this square. I was thinking of just kicking this knight. He takes here, exploiting the pin. I have to move my queen. And, oh, I thought he was attacking the bishop. Actually, he wasn't, was he? Just attacking my queen. We'll chase his knight away. Time to move, knight. Okay, and then I'm going to get castled. He can take again. Yeah, he didn't do it, fortunately for me. I think he could have just taken that pawn again. I have to move my queen somewhere. It's annoying. If he takes here and I take back, then I'm hitting this pawn, which is pinned to his king. Just defended. But I would like that. I like that for me. Anyway, I'm going to get castled and unpin this pawn. My difficulty shall be over. But I think I blundered in the opening there, allowing him to take here when I developed the bishop here. Unless there was some discovery with the bishop, but no, I think I have to just move the queen. Okay, all better. I want to play the knight here, gang up on this pawn. Yeah, I was waiting for him to play that. I was going to be pushing this pawn anyway, but no sense pushing it ahead of its time. He's got a skewer. He's got bishop here. He's probably had that for a while. Let's attack, though. If he doesn't see it, we'll just ignore that for a while. He defended. Okay, so let's quit ignoring my difficulties here and pile up. Pile up on the center there. The pawn is hard to defend. I don't know how he's going to do it. Probably counterattacking something is his best strategy. Maybe just taking over here and ignoring me. But yeah, I think he had this for a couple of moves. When my queen was sitting here, he should have played it. He had his own ideas, you know, but sometimes you get caught up in your own ideas and you miss what the board is telling you. It's just there on the board. You got to play it. Yeah, he did just take. Okay, so let's go here. Just threatening the rook, threatening the pawn. If I can move this with tempo, like with a check here, then I can take here. Maybe. If he moves his rook to defend it, then that doesn't work. I'll take here, hitting his bishop, and then the queen can come into this square at least. So he just got his knight out of the way. So I can go here with check. King rolls back. Actually, the king is safe over there, so let's go this way. Grab the pawn and hit the bishop. And he ran out of time. Yeah, that was a bit tricky. Here, I think that's it for this session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to take a minute here to see if there's somebody in Twitch that we can raid.